I continue on. We're in Chapter 11, Raiders of Lost Ruins. So, I think at this point I've played around with a lot of these different robes. And I guess there's one more I should show off just before I pick my favorite one. And it's one of those few that I've shown so far. This is the robe of Koldar. And it's more or less in theme with like the lightning robe and the fire robe guys from before. He basically, he goes with cold and water type attacks, and he's weak to fire. And that'll pretty much serve me okay in this general area, so we'll pick him for here. Raiders of Lost Ruins. So, we've been sent to go basically get the Fafnir. We've, gone through like 4 chapters just to try and get to him. After Vlad told us to go to him. So we come in. Nope, no social skills, sorry. Speaking's hard. Alright, well, let's go find Fafnir. Alright, so first things first, I recommend you put on a stone shield if you're doing this yourself. Get ready for a parody reference to one of my favorite games of my early childhood. And everyone remembers this part. Wasn't that fun to watch? Alright, so we're gonna get confronted by one of these Sasquatches. Just, freeze and basically hit him with a rock and he'll instantly die. So you don't have to worry about him too much. So this guy's, resistant to cold. He actually starts with his weapon because he still has the original staff. So he's got the ice pick. Very good to know. It basically is a chill target type of attack. It says like cold and physical. Yeah, it's nothing really too great. It's got very short range like the crowbar. His staff is better. It boosts up cold spells, though. That's arguably not that much better. All right, we'll hit you with. Whoops, didn't kill him. Yeah, he also heals, by the way. And he can't hit me because I've got the stone armor on, which prevents him from really doing anything. Everyone comes here. Yeah, he's just healing up because he can. Now, this guy, he came from down here. Note that you actually want to come down here yourself. You learn invisibility. I'm going to let you guess what invisibility does. So yeah, we're just going to go invisible. Note that if you do any action, like cast a spell, you immediately become invisible. But we'll go invisible here. And that will actually give us the benefit of being able to wander up here without the Sasquatches noticing us. There's one there, fingers in there somewhere else. So we can examine this. There's flames on the ground. That's a good reference. Okay, I think we just have to hit the door. Might have to deal with this guy. Oopsie. So yeah, if you gets picking up by them, they'll eat you up. And it's really hard to really break free from them. Well, I did that wrong. Guess I should just kill them just to open that door up. The door is very simple. You basically have to fire flames at it, but I did it wrong. Oh, well, let's just go back up here. We'll go as quickly as possible. Note that I've already got invisibility, so I guess I don't have invisibility. Well, whatever. Let's just deal with these guys around me. So this guy has, like, you know, Universal Staff lets him teleport around, which is very nice. Should probably detonate those. You know, let's actually make use of these a little bit. I really yet to show off the arcane mind type of, that is wrong. But I've really yet to really show off the sort of potential of using, like, mines. So let's just maybe mine our way a little bit. So you can, like, set mines, and it's very useful for, like, lighter opponents. Not really these guys, but you can basically use it to knock away stuff and obliterate them. So let's do that. That's them on fire. This is mostly good damage. These guys are weak to fire, by the way, because they're obviously cold type monsters and not used to fire. I guess I have to pick up my invisibility book yet again, so we'll do that. Note that when you cast invisibility, what happened there, what that did basically was it took off my armor. Whoops, I did that wrong. Actually, it's do this first. But yeah, basically it takes off your armor, so you're basically got a shield of, like, you know, of invisibility. It doesn't necessarily protect you if you, like, you know, take an action afterwards. Be very careful of it. I couldn't figure out how to open that door there, which is, you know, sort of my issue there. So he's out of the way. And we'll walk up here. Alright, whatever. But yeah, you basically just have to cast fire all over the place here to get this opening up. It's kind of buggy. Alright, there we go. Finally got open. Note the sort of reference to the doors there. Tries to open up, you know, by going outwards, and it fails, and it just slides open like a door. Alright, so we're going to have to deal with that yeti up there. So he's actually not going to go after us, he's going to go after a moose. So he sees that moose and he's like, ooh, ooh. Anyhow, this guy's a troll, by the way, just so you already know that. But he's a Sasquatch. Alright, let's fly him on fire a little bit. And yeah, fire is fairly effective if you want to use it. There's his head. I'll note there's actually an exploit here, by the way. If you want to, you can actually jump up to the next... You can actually skip levels here if you want. All you have to do is just basically teleport up here. and you can skip him. I won't do that for this playthrough, but that's something you can do if you want to like really. Oops, I guess I can't get back down. No, yes I can. Okay, there we go. But if you go up there, you can bypass a couple levels. It's kind of interesting if you want to, you know, get through the chapter really quick. There's some reasons for doing it too. And he pops up and says hi. Oopsie. Burn! Burn! Eventually he burned to death. He couldn't take the heat. I hit you. Nope, you have to come to me. You luckily don't have to deal with too many Sasquatches on this level if there's something that really annoys you. You only have to deal with like in this part of the level and like the next part. Oh, there's a beholder. Don't let him cast spells on you, by the way. Alright, he's out of the way. As you can see, he can freeze you and cast arcane stuff. He can really kill you if you're not careful, so be careful around him. And we're into the next part, finally. Here we get to our first encounter, I believe, with dwarves. They're kind of fun. You probably remember the Dwarven Piece from the mine battle. And here's his like buddies. They're like teleporting melee warriors. Notice that he casts rock. Just keep hitting him with stone and he'll go down eventually. There's the Righteous Rod of Ruins. It gives you lightning immunity aura, and also gives you lightning damage if you want. That can be kind of useful if you want to avoid getting shocked. I might actually use it, actually. I haven't really been using the teleport enough, so we'll take this, why not? So that'll make me immune to lightning. A little bit. Here comes some more dwarf buddies. They'll be fun. So let's go deal with his, these guys. Note that they got shields and they have to go down before you can get to their squishy butts. Okay, let's do that, and simple, right? Just knock off their shields, much like the Goblin Warriors or the Orc Soldiers, and then go through them. They're very simple to deal with. Over here is a Beholder, so be careful with him. It looks like we had a little bit... Oopsie. Beholder came around. Notice that he, like, knocks over stuff. Only bad thing about lightning aura is that it prevents me from running around very easily. Honestly. Because I can't use haste. Come on, get down here a little bit. There's this main concern that you don't really want to watch from him. He can instantly do that. So if you see him like squinting really easily at you, that's when you really want to watch it. So, keep moving. Nope, still hit me. I guess I won't use the lightning aura because it really slows you down a little bit too much. So we'll just keep what we have right now. Teleporting rod. And I would cast the wrong spell immediately like that. Well, we got him. And I did that wrong yet again. Alright, he's out of the way. Let's just heal up. I've actually died twice already in the same chapter. Kind of sad. This is actually one of the harder chapters because this is technically the second last chapter, but I really shouldn't be dying that much already. Let's see here. Probably setting those up a little bit too early, but whatever. So dwarves, they come! So we'll do with the dwarves. So we dealt with them. Nope, there's some more guys coming, because, you know. So this guy's like the boss type of dwarf, I guess. Dwarf captain. They aren't all that much different than the regular dwarves, though. Not like, you know, with the goblin captains with like the freezing swords, or the orc captains with the lightning swords. So just, you know, whatevers. Don't really care. Type of guys. Keep muddling these up a little bit. Sure, why not? We'll go with ice. Maybe that's what he's firing at me there. Ice. Okay, I want to actually go here. And now I don't have our dwarves to contend with. I can just pummel this guy quickly, hopefully. Alright, down he goes. So, this beholder was guarding. It's more dwarves and a door. This is actually not the way to go, but it's like a little secret area that is not really secret. Unlike, you know, before, it's actually easy to get in here. And we're going to just go up here. And we got Summon Elementals. So, for those who remember them, the Elementals are from the Death chapter that we just, you know, completed before this. And, I don't think I did that right. No, I did not do that right. Elementals are basically elementals. So, they're basically like that in, you know, their null state. Once they get hit by stuff, though, they're basically ready to go. They can be kind of useful for dealing with stuff. And as you can see, they heal if they're, you know, the appropriate element. I might use them. Maybe we'll use them. I don't really use summoning stuff like that, like, whatever. But it does have its use, I guess. If you, like, want to do, like a type of, use my pet type of build. Okay, we'll just teleport here. So this is, probably a familiar area. This is why I said that you could just jump ahead. You basically skip the above area and over, you know, getting to this door. And here's a guy climbing up. But this is like the last time you'll be doing with these Sasquatches type enemies in this chapter. This part right here. Another one will pop up, or he's already up. Just pour on the fire, you'll die eventually. So he's out of the way. Now, here's a special like type of cutscene. And you get a very, very, very important tip from Vlad here, so I suggest you take it. So Vlad appears, and then doors open, and then guess what happens when we see all this coming our way? Beholder, priest, captain, 2 soldiers. So yeah, he says someone wise would probably run away. So that's what I recommend you do. Teleport up here immediately and wait for that dwarven army to pass so you don't get killed by it repeatedly. You can kill it if you want to, but I don't recommend it. I've killed the entire dwarven army before, but it's just, it's not worth it. You don't get any like achievements or anything, I don't think. Just let them pass. I think there's like 3 beholders, a few priests, some captains, and a whole lot of guards, soldiers. So yes, he says, a very taunting type thing there, but whatever. That's how you can like get out of that without, really having to worry about, oh, sudden death is up. Maybe I'll show sudden death in a bit, but we won't do it just yet. I guess this would be a good point to try and use the elementals. So, summon elemental, that is this spell right here. Arcane, shield, rock, steam, arcane. So, arcane, shield, rock, steam, arcane. We're just going to summon a couple of these guys. So, arcane, shield, rock. Notice that I can summon a bunch of them. I'm not limited to like how many I can summon. So I can just set up a bunch of these guys. No, there's another beholder up there, so I have to watch him. Let's go like that. He hasn't seen us, that's good. I'm still in my sort of preparation phase here. So if he attacks any of these with like one of his elements, he's actually going to cause them to turn that element and then not be able to do any more damage to him. So that's sort of my game plan here. Let these guys kill the beholder so I don't have to worry about them. And we're just going to slowly advance with these guys. That's actually, fairly close. You know what? So let's go with this. So basically, he's got lightning, arcane, and freezing type of attacks for dealing with me, and of course they can really chill me if I'm not careful. I think what we want to go with on these guys, we're going to. Okay, we'll send these guys out to do our bidding, so to speak. The elementals begin. Well, they're actually pretty effective. What do you know? They just take some preparation, you know, to set up. So, that pretty much dealt with all of them. It looks like I lost the frost elementals, but that's because I had, like, you know, dwarven priests that are just normally killing us. You get the Orcs of the Dwarf Champion here if you want. It's a high physical, slow type of weapon. I might use that. It's a little bit more effective than my ice pick, I think. By the way, this is a secret area. I'm about to lose my dwarven axe, actually, but whatever. We'll go in here, and this is kind of a pointless one, but basically there's a dwarven smith here, and he's like, hey, what's up? Sure, I'll take that. Thanks, man. See ya. Apparently, you know, dwarven smiths like to give out their weapons to their enemies and all that. So, we got the Holy Divider, the blade which can cleave a man two, forged by the very tenacious work, given away for no apparent reason. Pretty much. Alright, so, high physical, slow, and armor piercing. So, this is very slow, but it's good enough. You know, as like a substitute weapon to use in melee if I really want to. Alright, so we're going to just enter here. I've always hated this part of the game. I find this is like a really annoying area to go through. You hit your friends again, you stupid idiot. Alright, well he's out of the way. I always get lost. I actually got lost here so many times when going through here initially. Because it's a really interesting area, so to speak. Okay, these are salamanders. They basically do fire type of squirts, as you can see. They're nothing too difficult to deal with. You can rock them, or you can like freeze them, because you know they're fire type of enemies. Reverse from the Sasquatch from before. These guys actually are easily dealt with cold attacks. There's another dwarf priest down here, obviously. Oops, there's two of them. You almost hit me for rock there. Oopsie. Apparently I was still on fire or something there. Oh well, we died. Gonna pick this up yet again. But yeah, I've always hated this area because it's very easy to get killed. And I did that entirely wrong. And now there's a lot of priests coming at me. You killed your buddy! Or I guess that wasn't your buddy, but whatever. Let's actually move away a little bit here. I don't have, you know, spare lives, right? So... that was the wrong spell. I healed him instead of trying to kill him. Okay, that worked. But yeah, you have to progress very carefully in this like type of area, or else you get killed. By the way, that was my staff right there. This is the starting staff, the snowflake staff for the cold guy. He gives, you know, basically boosts cold spells is what it does. It's nothing really special. And we got our Aristo staff back from the goblins. Alright, we want to actually find a checkpoint, which is right there, so I can get my fairy back. Hey fairy, what's up? Alright, so at this point, you basically fought a whole lot of doors. Now you've got a whole lot of lava in front of you, and you have like no idea where to go. You can probably guess what the trick is for dealing with this. Much like with water and how you can freeze it. You can freeze lava. And you can just cross it. Like so. Note that these guys, though, they will, you know, unlight your path if you're not careful. Ice melts, right? So if they hit the ice, then you're gonna be in trouble. I don't think I hit that guy, but let's just see. I can't hit him. Why no? He's out of the way. Run! Alright, we got her across. Whoops. I wonder if that's what happened. I simply lit myself on fire. Okay, there's another dwarf priest down here. I can tell from the lightning aura. I missed him. Oopsie, he got me. You have to hit him really hard so that he, you know, sort of like dies or whatever else. Doesn't kill you. Yes, I died many, many times trying to cross this, and that hasn't changed apparently. Alright, you get to this part. This guy's like a sort of hint I find. So we're just gonna frost him to death. He actually is sort of like a hint to where he should go. Basically, you can follow where he's leading out over here. I can just keep going. So you're right on top of this guy. He's out of the way. I'll probably give you a guess what happens when you drown in lava. You probably don't need me to demonstrate that for you what happens, so I won't. I won't at least try. Uh-oh. Well, I teleport just ahead of him so he can hit me there. So yeah, this guy casts lightning, fire, and rocks, and he can also use the heal spell on himself if he wants, the dwarf priest. They're probably the strongest of the spellcasters. Maybe warlocks might be a little bit stronger, but these guys are, you know, they are strong. Alright, let's deal with these guys. Oh, he didn't die. You know what, let's actually walk up to this guy and... because it's elite, you know. Just walk up to him and hit him with the sword. Alright, let's use the arcane beam on him. And you want to be really careful on here because there is indeed a dwarf priest right there. So just walk up closely and deal with him instantly. And you won't have problems with him. Alright, this grueling chapter. Okay, I just want to smite this one first. Well, I missed him. Wasn't that a you know, lovely little thing to watch? Got one of them. It works pretty damn well, the little sword you've got, but whatever. Melee is not really a wizard's specialty. Alright, this part always confused me, because I had no idea what you're supposed to do here. But I think you actually need teleport to sort of get by here. And it's probably obvious that you would have picked it up at Chapter 7, so... There we go, we're through here. Alright, so he's basically telling me don't kill Fafnir. Like you did to me and Death. But anyhow, we're up to Fafnir. You know what, I actually want to show you Summon Death just before we push on. I don't recommend you ever use this spell because it doesn't seem to ever work, you know, out for you. Basically, it is a powerful ability indeed to call upon the aid of he who controls the ethereal realm. Be cautious though, for the Reaper will claim whoever nearby is closest to death. So I just want to show you why you probably shouldn't ever use this spell. I think that's right. Nope, that wasn't right. Summon Death. What is it? Arcane, cold, ice, cold, arcane. Okay. Arcane, cold, ice, cold, arcane. Here's why you should probably never summon Death. He basically comes for you. But anyhow, it's an easy way of getting rid of him just to do that. Alright, so, Fafnir. Hi, Fafnir. The Burninator. So yeah, he pretty much is going to be slaughtered by us. He's really actually kind of dangerous too, but I don't think we'll have too much trouble with him. Just get really close. And because I got the Holy Divider, I'm beating with him, right? Because this is actually his weak spot, his belly. The dragon's weak spot, right? He also sometimes makes the floor break like this. But anyhow, we'll just keep hitting his weak spot, because, you know, the dragon's underbelly, his one and only weakness. I don't know what he's doing, but... Cannot shield myself? Oh, he's confused me. That's what he did. Yeah, he has the ability to confuse, I guess. Should probably mention that. If he confuses you, then you don't cast your spells as you want to. And he's down. Well, you know, the Holy Divider is actually very effective. Who knew? Okay, we'll stop. Future Vlad, is that you? Ah. Then I will give you this magic to draw out in the realm, into ours, where he can be defeated. So we learn Corporalize to fight against Sacitor. Alright, well, he sends me back in time, or forward in time, or wherever in time we went. I think we're actually going back in time because time's passed, and, like, you know, Vlad there is, like, complaining about how we weren't just content about saving the world. You'll see why. Anyway, I'll see you in the next chapter.